I hope we're up and running. Hope the mic is on. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. We are live today. Today's a huge day. Let me make sure that the mic is on. I'm always scared that the mic isn't on. All right, I think the mic is on, but we're live. And today we're gonna do a nice little mock draft on Sleeper. Today's a big day because I'm preparing for my home league draft. This is big boy stuff. We got the home league today with the buddies from high school, and we have keepers. So I wanted to hop on Sleeper. We'll lock in those keepers, and then we'll do a mock draft that kind of simulates what that's going to be like. And on top of that, a little bit of a secret. Now, I don't want to jinx anything, but the plan is we're going to do a live draft in person tonight. We're going to get the camera set up. This camera right here, we're going to get the camera set up. We're going to film the whole thing. It's going to be a whole ordeal. And then we're going to make it into a video. It'll probably be up by not this Sunday, but the Sunday after that, because Husimo is going to have to get all the footage together and edit all that. Now, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Let me get this mock draft set up, and then I'll put a link in chat. Don't read that. Bro, we're taking home the chip. I actually didn't win. I didn't win last year in the home league. I had a buddy of mine actually use my rankings, because it's actually weird how it happened, but I had a buddy of mine use my rankings because my laptop needed to go in for service with, like, I had battery problems. So I had to get my laptop replaced. So then I used Google Drive on my friend's laptop, and then he signed in the Google Drive, and then he used my rankings. It was whatever. But he ended up winning. He took Kamara, then he came back around and took Kelsey, and then the rest was history, pretty much. But yeah, we took enough W's last year for it to be worth it. What's up, Emrod? What's up? If you're in here, say what's up. Comment down below. Make sure you hit the like button so that we get this thing fucking rolling. If you got any questions, let me know. Any fantasy football questions. But we're gonna get a nice little mock running. Hopefully, all of you guys can come join. All right, so what are the settings? I'm gonna do literally the exact settings from last year. Yeah, he got Kelsey, Kamara. Like, if you could have as much as fantasy football is skill, like we all think, yes, we could be the best we could possibly be. You could be the best fantasy football player in the world. You could have gotten the 101 last year and taken McCaffrey, and then the league taco could have gotten Kamara, Kelsey, and you're done. You don't win in that scenario. You know what I mean? So it's pretty wild how that kind of stuff works. But that's my rant for the day. Is this the same league you posted a video about last year? I'd say most likely. What video in particular, Jeremy? I'm thinking I did a video where I was like, oh, I used my rankings mock draft. That was that league. Did I post any videos about it though? I did like some live stream setting up the lineup and shit. What's up, Nate? Swift in 2 seconds or JT? I think I just go JT there. 12-man Superflex start 11. Yeah, I think I'd probably just go JT. I don't know. I don't think 2 seconds are really doing much for me. So we go half PPR, 12 teams. We'll go 30-second timer here. That's fine. And then roster settings, I think it's 7 bench, 7 bench. We're doing, yeah, so 2 flexes, kicker, defense. Okay, so this is what we're rocking with. Draft order. Let me randomize. All right, so we're picking out of the 11 spot today. Now, this is where it gets kind of funky. Yeah, Jeremy, you're an OG fucking subscriber, bro. I appreciate you. I've seen you. I feel like I've seen you in the TikTok comments too, bro. You're an OG. If you remember the video when I used my rankings to draft, that was like let me see real quick. Dude, that's a OG video. That is an OG video. Let me see. Where is it? Yeah, using my rankings in a home. This is the draft from last year. Look at this, bro. This is an OG video. Jesus Christ, dude. Jeez, dude. I took Mark Ingram in the 5th. Jesus Christ. But yeah, had the rankings going here. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. This was from a long time ago. What was this? Last year, August 31st. So yeah, we're doing the draft a lot earlier, but it's because people are leaving for school. All right, so we'll get off of this. All right, so now this is where things get tricky. Everybody has keepers in this league. So I'm going to input the keepers and then I'll invite you guys. Actually, I'll invite you guys because I think I can just input the keepers anyways. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link in here. And then I'm going to drop it in the Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, make sure you join up. Discord's in the description. It's literally free. It's just a group chat where we all bull. So how are you doing today so far? Thanks for asking, Nate. I'm doing all right. I'm kind of nervous for this draft because I just hope that everything goes right. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like there's a lot that's gonna go into it. We're gonna like try and film it. It's gonna be like a whole, it's gonna be like a whole fucking production. And I just want it to be really good for you guys. I want it to come out good. All right, so I'm gonna put this in here. All right, so link sent out in the Discord, link sent out in there. Hopefully we get this thing filled up. If we don't, we'll just do it with CPUs. But if you're out there, if you're watching this, you got nothing to do, hop in here real quick. All right, so now this is where I'm gonna input the keepers, and I'm sorry, but there's just no way for me to give everybody the best keepers, So it's just going to pretty much be random. All right, so I'm gonna have Antonio Gibson in the 8th round. You guys can shuffle around if you want. I'm gonna give keepers to the empty spots first. All right, so this is Hussimo's team. I'm gonna assume he's gonna pick between Diggs in the 5th or Justin Jefferson in the 10th. I'm gonna give him Jefferson in the 10th because he hasn't chosen yet. Some people in the league haven't chosen their keepers yet. But no, not Diggs. Jefferson in the 10th. My bad. Buy-in's kind of weak, Derek, but you have to remember we're like 20 years old in college. It's like a $25 league. It's nothing too crazy. I wish like the thing is that we have to like when you're 20 years old, they're not as big into fantasy as I am. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wish it was like $100 buy-in, but it's just 25. But it's just fun to get like a group of your home buddies. Next one up, we have TJ Hawkinson in the 12th. We'll give that to this one if anybody wants to claim it. Next one, we have DK Metcalf in the 5th. Let me know which one of these keepers look the juiciest. I feel like Antonio Gibson in the 8th is pretty solid, but everybody has some decent ones. This one is going to be Darren Waller in the 6th. This one, Jalen Hurts in the 17th. Brandon Ayuk in the 13th. That's solid. Yeah, it's pretty much for bragging rights, Derek. But yeah, I don't think that they would agree to play with me for that much money. This one is pretty garbage right here. I think this is going to be Jonnu. Jonnu in the 15th. So Savvy still needs one. This one's going to be T. Higgins in the 17th. That's a solid-ass one, let me tell you. T. Higgins. Yeah, so the keepers is you keep the player the round he was drafted last year. If he was off waivers and he's 17th round, and if the player was kept consecutive years, then I just use ADP from the previous year. If that makes sense, I'm not sure. Am I forgetting something? It's a 12-man league. Did I go twice on anybody? So Montgomery in the 5th. Everybody, if you guys have like Discords that you're part of, if you guys have Discords that you're part of, just drop this link in there. Let's get this filled to 12. That'd be fun. I think I'm skipping over somebody's. And then this is going to be Jerry Jeudy in the 10th. Jerry Jeudy in the 10th. And then we have one more. Am I an idiot? So I did the Jonnu one. I did Ayuk. I did Hurts. Did I give somebody 2 keepers? So I did Hurts. Did Waller. Did Metcalf. Oh, Kareem Hunt in the 6th. That's the last one. So yeah, feel free to shuffle around to the ones that you like, but yeah, I think it'd just be fun to get in like legit practice of what everybody's keepers is going to look like. Said Waller in the 6th is nice. Gibson in the 8th is nice. Yeah, I have Gibson in the 8th. That's decent. I'll take that. Hurts in the 17th. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Hurts in the 17th, but it's like not bad. You can just like lock in a quarterback in a 1 QB league with the last pick. It's not terrible. Hurts does seem to have like 0 job security right now though. Ayuk in the 13th. Yeah, Ayuk in the 13th is beautiful. How many keepers? Just 1 keeper, and you get to keep any player drafted outside of the first 4 rounds at the same round that you took him. Yeah, Higgins in the 17th is juicy. You said my home league 2 keepers, no penalty. Okay, Justin Jefferson and JT. I see you. All right, so how many more people do we need? We need 3 more. Do you guys have anywhere that I should put this link? Okay, now we only need 1 more. Okay, like I said, just drop the link wherever you can, wherever you can put the link, put it, and we'll get this thing filled up and go. Let me get my water real quick. You sent it in Flock's Discord. Okay. Let's get the Flock in here. I'd love to do a redraft against some of the Flock guys, but I don't think that he does any draft or redraft leagues that are like non best ball. So just send the link to your grandmother. Hopefully she pulls up. Hopefully. All right, I think we're good to go, fellas. I'll start it up. I think it's a 30-second timer. Bang. There she is. So obviously a bunch of running backs are going to go off the board. But I think soon. I was talking to Danny from Stock Exchange. I was saying maybe we're going to do a redraft league where it's me, 5 of the guys from the Discord against him, Bush, and 4 of the guys from his Discord in like a 12-man league. I think that'd be fun on like Sleeper, ESPN, or some shit. I'm also on the Discord, like in the description. I'm not trying to like push it, but I'm going to get some redraft leagues going. Probably we're probably going to get a I want to get maybe like 3-4 like redraft leagues, like actual like ESPN doing waivers and shit kind of leagues, you know what I mean? I think that'd be really fun. So we got McCaffrey, we got Dalvin Cook, Kamara, Henry, Zeke, Saquon. Yeah, I'm sure that he appreciates that, Derek. So we have Carson Wentz on the clock. I think he's going to get autoed here. It's all good. Happens to the best of us, Carson. I think he's literally, it says like he's here. Yeah, I mean, dude, I respect the fuck out of Flock's grind, man. That guy's out here posting daily, and then also streaming underdog drafts every night, which is crazy. I wish I don't I'm not at a spot yet where financially I have time to do anything remotely like that. I gotta work. Like I'm essentially working 2 jobs at this point, doing this like almost. I'd say I'm doing this like full time, and then I'm doing like DoorDash part time. But if I could not DoorDash and I could just put every single second of every hour of every day into this, I could do something like that. We're gonna go Kelsey here. We're gonna go Kelsey. I really want if Waller's gone, it's going to. Did I not? If Waller's gone, it's going to be super important for me, especially because I don't mean to be an asshole, but when you're with your buddies and stuff, they're going to draft a lot of running backs early. You're going to have guys fall. There's just going to be guys in the wide receiver spot that don't make sense. Like CeeDee Lamb at 39, even though he should be in like the 20s. Who else is available here? Damn. So I actually hate the board after that pick. I would have liked Diggs. I should have been paying a little bit more attention. I think we go Hopkins. Yeah, let's go Hopkins. Yeah, I think that's just what makes sense. Did he ever respond to my Justin Fields video? Sadly, no. I didn't really expect him to. It was just like I just saw him tweeting about it and making videos, and I just really wanted I was gonna get a Justin Fields take off my chest regardless, but what'd you say? Did he ever respond to your Justin Fields? Yeah, it's like -3 for each carry for CMC. Yeah, bro, Flock grinds his ass off. Yeah, I got to get back on my Twitter grind. I want to start getting back to like a thread a week. Like I imagine when you say Twitter content, you're referring to my threads. Like I feel my threads, I enjoy writing them, and I plan to like I'm always gonna want to write those threads. But in August, when I'm trying to put out as many videos as possible, the time does kind of get away from me in terms of being able to write threads. But I do need to get back on that. I might literally write one today before I go to the live draft because I do have a video I want to talk about on Twitter. My like rookies versus sophomore thread. All right, so what do we got here? Aaron Jones, Mixon. It's gonna be interesting to see like how people actually play with these keepers. So, I mean, man, like DK Metcalf in the fit. I mean, Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown. This guy's getting autoed, but Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown, and Metcalf is so solid in a league with like two flexes. Kittle there. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If I get an early pick here, I will be reaching for Kittle in the second because with Waller off the board, I want Kelsey or Kittle so bad. Because I honestly think I think you're more inclined in your home league of like your buddies to just grab elite tight ends, so you can lock that in, and you're still going to beat your boys. It's a weird way to say that, but you're still going to beat your friends later on in the rounds. You know these players better. You know the values later. Tight end is such a shit show that if you can lock in that advantage, and then you can just play the I actually know who T Higgins is. I actually know who Chase Claypool is. You know these younger players. I'm actually going to release a video. I wrote the outline for it yesterday. I'm going to record it maybe today, and it'll be up later on in the week. But it's going to be about, I just went onto ESPN and I compared it to Underdog, like the ADPs, and there's some crazy values on ESPN. I drafted a team for my little brother yesterday on ESPN. I got like, dude, here was the start. It's a 10-man league, but here was the start. We went Kamara, Calvin Ridley, Justin Jefferson, and Joe Mixon. Those were our first 4 picks. I will say, like, I ended up, like, you get so many values that fall to you that I ended up wishing that I had gone Darren Waller earlier. Is there anybody here that's just like a stupid value? Do you still like Eckler and 0.5 PPR? 100%. Love him. Evans, Miles Sanders. Oh, we'll take Amari Cooper here all day long. All day long. Give me Amari Cooper. Is there anything weird in the wide receiver spot here? No. So yes, now the squad is Gibson as like if I'm gonna go Gibson 8th round keeper. I can just go. I'm gonna go hero RB if I get a late round pick. Like if I get an early one, I'll go like Kamara and go double running back. But I'm cool with going with like a hero RB type build. If I can just lock in Gibson, because I'll just like when you have 2 flexes and 2 wide receiver spots on a given week. I'm gonna make this video soon, and either this week or next week, probably next week. But winning the flex, most of the time you want to have a wide receiver in your flex spot. So now we're looking at wide receiver. DJ Moore went. All right, so we'll go Godwin. I actually probably would have taken Cup there. That's a good pick from Vern Bear. Yeah, ESPN and Yahoo have crazy values on there. Literally, if you just know rookies and you're like decently in tune with like dynasty fantasy football, here's the thing: like dynasty fantasy football, say what you want about it, but just like the more formats you play, the better fantasy player you are. I got Trey Sermon in like the 11th round. It was like stupid. If you're a rookie or a second-year player and you're not like a star yet, their ADP is not going to be correct on ESPN. And the problem is, too, that people get really caught up in paying for past production. Hey, okay, Derek. I appreciate that, brother. That's the first tip I've ever gotten on YouTube, man. Got to fly draft on me. AJ Dillon for less. I'll try and grab AJ Dillon for you. I appreciate that, Derek. Derek's the fucking best, man. The team with your brother was hilarious. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. They're sophomores in high school. So it's not too bad, but it's like borderline child abuse what I did in that league. You have pick 6 in PPR, Zeke or Barkley. I'd go Saquon personally. But here's the thing: if you're not comfortable with the risk of Barkley, take Zeke. You know, like it's not. I don't know what buy-in it is. I don't know, $50, $100. If you can't stomach Barkley, then don't take him. I personally would, but that's also because I play in like 20 leagues, and if Barkley burns me in a couple of them, I can live with it. All right, so Galladay at the 412, Chase, Deontay. Man, so you see, this is you guys are pretty sharp here. Jamar Chase in the late 4th isn't happening on a lot of places. Jamar Chase is like a late 6th rounder on ESPN. Cup, DJ Moore, Godwin. So what do we got here? Keep your thoughts between Monty in the 8th or Keenan in the 6th. I feel like you asked that in the Discord the other day. I meant to chime in. I personally go Keenan Allen in the 6th there. That's my personal opinion. I'd rather just lock in an elite wide receiver. I'd rather lock in the elite wide receiver because like Montgomery's decent, but yeah, I know people were torn on it in there, and I didn't want to step on any toes, but I would just go Keenan Allen because I don't love David Montgomery to begin with, and I would just rather grab another running back. Like I would just grab a running back at a different time, but it's like a decent proposition though because you can go 0 RB and have David Montgomery as your hero RB, which is an interesting idea. But I'm not super in love with that, I guess is all I'm trying to say. Which is why I think I would just go Keenan Allen. Like Keenan Allen in the 6th round. You went Sutton there. Dude, I love Sutton. The problem just is that injury. I don't think that injury is too big of a deal in my opinion. Like Sutton looked good. I don't know if you saw the deep catch he had from what's his name? So we have Edmonds, Michael Thomas. So it's a 5th round. I will be taking none of those running backs in the 5th round. So 5th round, this is a very wide receiver hungry room. So late 5th. All right. I mean, you guys are going to make me do this. And I would go Dak to get the Amari stack, but let's just go Lamar. God, you guys are really making me do this. I'm not an early quarterback guy at all, but I'm not taking anything that's on the board in the early 5th right now. I refuse to do that. What the hell is on the board right now? Michael Thomas, DJ Chark, Debo, Devonta Smith, Fuller. Jeez. I don't love anything that's on the board here. All right, we're gonna go Debo then. Yeah, okay. Debo Samuel it is. I don't love that pick at all. Thoughts on stacking and redraft? I would. In managed leagues, I would. Now, I would have taken Dak. I don't mind stacking in the same tier, but I do feel that because Dak has that injury, that I'd rather have Lamar and Josh Allen over him, and I would even sidestep a stack for it. But I think when you can, you should go for stacks. Like Vernberg here, going Josh Allen Diggs. I should have probably grabbed Josh Allen and cut him off from Diggs. But 100%, I wouldn't force it. I wouldn't reach for stacks, but I wouldn't avoid stacks. I know some people, they don't want players from the same team. I don't even mind having 2 wide receivers on the same team, or like, you know what I mean? If you end up going Chris Godwin and like Mike Evans, that's fine. So I do think that stacking in redraft is the move. It's the move, but don't force it. Like don't get overboard. Don't get too crazy with it. If it's there, it's there. Is kind of what I'm trying to say, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it does. Am I looking at the draft board correctly? Like, should I have that? I don't know. Actually, I think that we're fine. I think we're fine. All right. So Devonta Smith, yeah. So things are getting ugly because this is a room of people that actually know how to draft to a certain extent, and the keepers kind of deplete things, I guess, because Debo going, or like Judy going so late, Ayuk going so late, Jefferson going so late, and T Higgins going so late kind of pushes some things down. So I guess I kind of do need to understand that. Because I didn't enjoy taking those fucking what am I trying to say? I didn't enjoy taking Debo in the 6th. Love that pick, Emrod. I'm gonna have Laviska Shenault on all of my home leagues this year. Just like in the 9th round, just stupid. I doubt that anybody in my home league even watches this video. Jeez, man. Just getting Jefferson in the 10th, dude. So Cook, Swift. I love this from Emrod. 2 running backs off the bat, and then you just don't worry about running back for a little bit. You get the tight end in there. Get Jefferson, Allen Robinson, Claypool, and Shenault is beautiful. Like some of these teams with the crazy keepers just look really pretty. T Higgins in the 17th is just stupid. I don't mind Russ in the early 7th either. I think Russ in the 7th or like 6th round is when I would debate taking him. And the crazy part is, man, is like in years past, I would never be. I've never been the early round QB guy. I have never been that guy, and have always just like waited on QB and waited, even to the point where it's hurt me sometimes. Like I remember I started a season with like Jameis Winston and nobody else on my bench, and that was too thin. But these quarterbacks with the Konami code where Jackson can just run and go crazy, it's worth taking the swing early because of the upside it gives you. Like if I now in this team I did go elite QB and elite tight end, but that's probably because Gibson was such a gift. But I'm usually trying to get at least elite quarterback or elite tight end. If I miss out on a tight end, then I'll go elite quarterback or vice versa. I honestly kind of hate having a shitty both. Like if I have to go, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess like Ryan Tannehill, Logan Thomas is somewhat viable. God, wide receiver is getting ugly. Wide receiver is getting uglier than I thought it would. What round are we in? The late 7th? And this is what's on the board? Man, Fuller's a great pick there, man. Oh, man. Late 7th, and I hate everything that's on the board. Oh, my God. We're going to go Gallup. That's not a bad pick at all there. Now that I realize it. I didn't know Gallup was even available. Yeah, Gallup's ADP is stupid on Sleeper. 150. Gallup is like a, I don't know what pick I got on there. 711, 5 times 12 is 60 plus 24, 84. So like 83. That's actually really good value. Gallup goes like, I want to say like 72 to 77 on underdog. So like here. James Robinson and Michael Carter. Okay, Vermber, I see you. I see you, brother. So now we have like a decent wide receiver core. We do have the two Dallas Cowboys. It would have been kind of cool if we went Dak, but I just have Lamar and Josh Allen. It was close between Lamar and Josh Allen, but I just like Lamar because of the rushing. But I just have them so far ahead of Dak. Even though they're within the same tier and they're kind of back to back in my rankings, just like personally, I'd rather have them a lot more just because Dak has the injury issues. Emrod, you said you wish you would have waited on QB. What from here? I don't mind Russ in the 7th. I think that's fine. I mean, you could have taken one of these wide receivers. Like I wouldn't have minded like a Fuller, a Gallup. Like I honestly like any of these wide receivers, but it's like it's easier said than done because then what, you come around. Damn, I would have liked to get AJ Dillon. Because then you come around. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess like Ryan Tannehill is pretty viable. That's the thing that kind of kills me with early QB. I love Lamar Jackson. I do think there is somewhat of value. But I mean, like you can theoretically wait on QB. Corey Davis and Darnell Mooney. Okay. I do like Mostert there. See Trey Sermon in the 7th. I got Trey Sermon last night in my brother's league, like here. He's like the 144th ranked player on ESPN. ESPN ADP. Let me show you guys this real quick. Just stupid. So yeah, average pick. Trey Sermon is the RB40 going at pick 144. So that's like the 12-12. Insane, dude. Insane. Just wild stuff. So Bateman. Have you guys heard about the injury to Bateman today? I would like to see like an official Roto World blurb for him. What are we saying about Rashad Bateman after today? Hope that my pick's not up anywhere soon. No, I'm kind of chilling. Apparent leg injury, pulled up while running a slant and then fell immediately to the ground. Jesus Christ. Limp. Ravens general manager. Deeply concerning news for the Ravens, who beefed up their wide receiver room. First round pick in Tylan Wallace. Marquise Brown missed a chunk of training camp with a hamstring injury. He was cleared for conditioning drills on Monday and extra. Jesus Christ, man. That is not good to hear, dude. I'm trying to think. This is completely unrelated. It says that Tylan Wallace is a 5th rounder. I'd be shocked. I thought that he was a 4th rounder. I feel like I'm an idiot, but so what the fuck? Tylan Wallace. I feel like I could have sworn he was a 4th. Yeah, he was a 4th round pick. Okay. So they got it wrong on NBC Sports Edge. Has this guy autoed the entire draft? I imagine he has. Yeah. It's honestly a decently solid team. It's nothing crazy. You said you wanted Bateman badly. Yeah. What are we saying about Bateman now with his injury? Emrod, I am absolutely loving that squadron, man. That's a solid squad. Now I got to think through some things here. So we have our tight end locked in. We have our quarterback locked in. Can I just see flexes? Yeah. What round is this? The 9-11? there any stupid values? Let me go Devontae Parker. I don't even like that pick, but if I could redo that pick, I would have grabbed somebody else, to be honest with you guys. So looking at what the options I have here. Yeah, I would have redone that pick for sure. If I could go back and pick if I could have gone here and picked, I either should have doubled up on running back or I should have gone Rondale Moore here. Damn. Not good. I don't even like Devontae Parker. Yeah. I don't Devontae Parker, this should have been Rondale Moore, or it should have been Tony Pollard and then come back around and then grab like Nyheim Hines, Kenyon Drake, Devin Singletary, whatever. Whatever. Happens to the best of us. Tony Pollard kind of fits with our Amari Cooper Gallup stack, so we hope that the Cowboys just erupt. You said, in my dynasty startup, I got Gibson in the 10th. I had no idea how he slipped that low. Like a recent startup, my brother? I would say you robbed those boys. How many bench spots do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn it. I screwed up. It's fine. It is fine. I hope Bateman's okay. Maybe this is my dynasty mind leaking in, but he's a stud. Right before I said it's off. Yeah, I heard not structural, but I also am not a doctor, so I don't know what the fuck that even means. I don't even know what not structural really actually means, but yeah, I hope that he's all right. It seems like it's a 3 to 6 week thing. It's just like setbacks for rookie wide receivers is so tough. Like a setback for a rookie wide receiver, you ideally want him in camp, working out, getting reps with the quarterback. You don't like wide receivers that get hurt that usually end up kind of sucking. Where are you guys finding leagues? Are you guys going like r/find a league on Reddit? Are you guys finding leagues in like another fantasy football's Discord? Also, somebody asked me what channels I enjoy on YouTube. To be honest with you, I don't watch a lot of fantasy football on YouTube. Like the only I didn't have my YouTube up and it showed my recommended, but my recommended is only fantasy football because I like obviously when you're making content, you're looking at what other people are doing so that you can kind of see, oh, what's working? How does this thumbnail work? How does this video work? Oh, that's a good video idea. Maybe I'll do something like that. But yeah, I don't really know what that rant was, where I was heading, if I'm being honest with myself. But yeah, so the fantasy football podcast I listen to, Stealing Signals, is so good. So fucking good, man. Sean Siegel is a god. But it's Sean Siegel and Ben Gretsch on Stealing Signals on RotoViz. It's a really, really good podcast. Probably if I could recommend like just one podcast you need to listen to for fantasy football, it'd be Stealing Signals. Or no, it's Stealing Bananas. That's what it's called. Stealing Bananas is really good. You said in your last 3 startups, you've gotten Fields in the 4th? Dude, I haven't seen him fall past the 2nd yet this year. Like I said, where are you finding these leagues? Oh, so you said 2 on Sleeper Find a League, and then 1 was on Reddit Find a League. Okay. Damn, I should have went double running back here. Now I know this is what the practice is for. I should have gone double running back. If I could do this over, I would go Nyheim Hines, Pollard. I just really wanted to have 2 extra wide receivers on the bench to rotate through, but it's whatever. Not everything's going to work out. Because, I mean, who would have I even taken over Lamar Jackson at wide receivers? I'm just thinking through some things. Yeah, I'm not taking in the early 6th. In the late 5th. I'm not taking, as much as I like Chenault, I'm not taking him in the early 5th, man. Or in the late 5th. So I think that's really the only pick that made sense for me. What are we looking at here? I got one guy I really like on my mind. Thank you, Lord. Devin Singletary, welcome home. That was huge. Needed Devin Singletary bad. Now I don't even have somebody else next up that I really want to take. Is there any wide receivers here that are giving me value? Kirk, no. So Terrace Marshall and Rondell Moore are gone by this point. Yes. So now I have nobody that I really like this late. Man, if I could have gone Trevor Lawrence out here. Ingram, Beasley, Rager. Man, there's nothing on the board that I'm interested in. Paris Campbell, Kirk. Yeah, okay. So I have one guy that I'm interested in here. All right, so we're gonna go McKissick. Oh, but we already have Gibson? Fucking A. Holy shit, there's nothing. Oh no. This is going to be a very early time to take who I'm about to take. And I don't advise this at home. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Sometimes it has to happen. Gee, you're telling me in flock start a field usually goes in the late third, early fourth. I would love to collaborate with Flock in a league in some way, but I think one, I'm too small, and I think two, I'm not really even interested in the kind of startups that he does. Like, don't you guys like or I mean, in Flock startups, aren't they usually like you can't really trade draft picks, or you can't trade rookie picks, and it's like I don't enjoy fast dynasty startups either. But yeah, everywhere that I've taken, I haven't even been able to get Justin Fields in a startup, and I am the resident Justin Fields guy. He's gone in the first round, like second. I think I've joined like 5 startups this year, maybe 4. He has gone in the second. He's gone in the first twice, and he's gone in the second round 3 times. And I haven't gotten him in a startup. I've only gotten him in rookie drafts. You said my RB core is Harris, Eckler, Gibson, and Chubb. My wide receiver core is Godwin, Jefferson, Judy, and Chase. That's in Dynasty. Good Lord. So what are we looking at? What are we looking at next here? Running back is starting to get pretty because like people aren't going to like this, but in the RB2 spot, you can start Pollard, Devin Singletary, James White. There will be people off the waiver wire that you can start as well. Jeremy, any updates on the crazy ambassador leagues? Just been making trades and stuff. I will be making a video prior to week 1 where I go over what I've been doing this offseason, what our plans are for this season. I just don't it's just tough because it is kind of like a dead part of the offseason. I don't want to like make a video without having enough content for you guys. So I don't want to make trades just to make trades either, if that makes sense. But there will be a week 1 kind of update video. I have been making a couple moves here and there, making some big moves here and there, to be honest with you. But yeah, 100% there will be a crazy ambassador video before week 1. His startups are kind of weird like that. Most of them are fast drafts for the first 90 minutes, and it's a slow draft. He also can't trade rookie picks, which sucks. Yeah, that's a weird format, man. I wouldn't even be interested in playing something like that. Are they best ball? Do you start a lineup every week? Can you trade draft picks after the startup? Is another question I have. God, I don't like this pick at all, but we're going to go Giovanni Bernard. 1. So now we have. All right. Looking decent. Let me look through here. Gerald Everett, Coleman, Hooper, Campbell. Jameson Crowder is actually interesting. Has Christian Kirk gone? Damn it. It's a good pick from you, Noah. Jameson Crowder. All right, so All right, so I have some ideas. Here. I think that our running back core is pretty much set at this point. I might take one later. I think for sure I will be going. I think it's close between Sterling Shepard and Jacoby Myers, but I'm going to go Sterling Shepard. We'll go Sterling Shepard. Maybe grab another running back, maybe a wide receiver there. I don't really know. You said so you can't trade. He just does that so the league doesn't fold. I get that, but as long as you pay the entry fee of those later picks, it's pretty much fine. Late round third reversal, or he's done third round reversal. Third round reversal isn't too bad. I'm in an analyst league. We're gonna do on Saturday. I'm gonna do like a recap of it. But I'm in the middle of a analyst dynasty league with some of the guys on Twitter that are into dynasty and shit, which has been really fun. So I'm gonna go over what that startup looks like on Saturday. I think on Saturday. Don't hold me to that, but by the end of the weekend there will be a stream of that, which is really really interesting. Like I think Aaron Rodgers went at like the 109. Do I think Xavier Jones has any value? Sort of. I'd say sort of. I'm not super interested in him. I will say that. I'm not super interested in Xavier Jones, to be honest with you. Like, I just think I don't know. To be honest, one of the Rams running backs will have value, and it burned me last year. I wasn't on James Robinson. I was like, I'm just not really interested in any of the Jaguars running backs. I think it's going to be a committee. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of fantasy points, and then bang, James Robinson burned me. Like, James Robinson nowhere. Still won plenty of leagues, but I didn't get to have the James Robinson experience. So I'm thinking, so in terms of like Xavier Jones, there will be somebody that's valuable. I personally like Jake Funk, but you can kind of just pick your flavor, you know, different strokes for different folks and go from there. Is there anything interesting out here? What I do in my leagues is I just have people pay, like, you just pay in full of the years that you trade for draft picks, if that makes sense. So if you trade for a 2023 draft pick, you pay for that. I do need to do some maintenance, so like before week 1, make sure that every league that I'm commissioner of is all up to date with payments and shit. All right, so we're gonna go Jacoby Myers here. Damian Williams still there? Yeah, we're actually gonna go Damian Williams, and then we'll call that a bench. There's nothing crazy. You guys are honestly way sharper than the guys I'm about to draft with, because this is not as stacked a team as I would have liked. Tyler Bass, sure. I heard opinions on Javonte Williams. I drafted him in Dynasty, but I do not know how long until he becomes the guy there. I love Javonte Williams, and fade anybody out there that is talking about how Melvin Gordon. There's guys out there that are touting redraft. I like Javonte Williams in redraft, and I like him in Dynasty. I hear guys out there that are saying, oh, Melvin Gordon's going to be the guy. Listen, guys. The Broncos traded up to grab Javonte Williams. You don't trade up to grab Javonte Williams over a guy that's on an expiring contract if you don't have plans to play him sooner than later. So I think Javonte Williams could be this year's Nick Chubb, where I might use that in a video, like this year's Nick Chubb. But I think Melvin Gordon's going to start. But like what happened with Carlos Hyde, I think that he's probably going to start. He'll probably get the first carry. But I think by week 4, 5, 6, I think Javonte Williams will kind of get a hold of the main back work touches, become a fantasy league winner. The guy's like a legit stud. He graded out really well in yards created. He looked good on NFL.com grades every step of the way. And there's some guys out there that I really respect in the industry that have him as their RB1. So I'm very much into Javonte Williams. I wouldn't go in with the mindset saying that he like I do think that he will get starting running back touches as early as 2021. So I heard someone say their fantasy strategy is to tank week 1 for top waiver priority. Thoughts? That might be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. And if that's one of those things, Jeremy, where it's like I'm asking for a friend, but this is actually me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be that harsh. But I wouldn't do that. One, if you have waivers, it should probably be Fab. And I will admit, my guys in my fantasy league, my home league fantasy league, we're still doing waivers because it's still just, it's tough to get these guys like kind of up to date with like all like the best stuff for fantasy. And Fab is kind of how do I say this? It's kind of overwhelming for them. So we're not onto Fab yet. But for waiver priority, I would just I just roll with what happens. I wouldn't tank week 1. And I understand what he's saying because you can tank week 1, you can get to number 1 waiver priority, and you can just save that for the rest of the year. And I do understand that. But I'm trying to win. You said Rip Ryan. What do you mean? Let me put this down so we can see the draft board. There she is. Maybe we'll zoom in a little bit. I'll answer some questions here for a little bit. I have some time. What is it, 2:40? I have some time, so I'll hang out with you guys for a little bit. We can go over the draft. Not for anything too crazy. But Brian, yeah, that makes sense. I think that's what he should do. Sometimes leagues just get bare without trading future draft picks. The startups are super fun, but after that, it goes downhill. Yeah, I can't imagine. Here's like I said, I'll say this a million times. Fantasy Flock, I respect the fuck out of his grind. I respect everything that he's doing. He has one of the craziest work ethics, man. I can't keep up with him. I try as hard as I can to get as many videos that I'm happy with for the week, and I struggle to even get 7 videos a week. He's doing 7 videos a week and the live stream every night, and not just a live stream, but like 4 hours. But he does so many subscriber leagues with you guys. Like I don't even know how many dynasty he's in at this point. What, like maybe like I don't know, like 60. I don't even know how you kind of like keep up and be active with all of them, I guess. I don't know, especially if there's no trading rookie draft picks. Can you trade rookie draft picks after the startup? Can you trade like future? Can you trade like a 2023 pick after the startup? Leagues on NFL and Yahoo are just crazy with some of the values. Yeah, the values you can get there is insane. This wasn't as stacked as I wanted my team to get. In my draft later today, it'll probably be a lot cleaner. Again, for all you guys out there, shit, I think it's saying my Wi-Fi is acting up. Let me know. Is the connection still fine for you guys? I feel like I'm probably skipping. God damn it. Hold up. My camera unplugged. Can you guys see my camera? It's now using my face cam? Bruh. How did my camera unplug? All right, hold on. I don't understand what the hell is going on here. Did you guys see that? Like all of the like how it switched to my face cam and now we're on the camera again. All right, that was very weird. You said Lee's on. Yeah, I was hyped to get Williams and Harris and Dynasty. I have no idea how that happened. Sheesh. You got both? I'm not really even a big Najee guy, but the thing is, I'm not even a big Najee guy, but that's just because I have ETN over him. I still have Najee as like an early third in Dynasty, I think. You can't trade any future picks after the startup? Jeez, man. That's not fun. Do you think a 2024 first and Chubb is a good price for AJ Brown? I don't love, like 2024 is where I'm like, okay, that's a bit wild. But a first and Chubb for AJ Brown, I'm going to say I don't love that value. I don't love that value, but I mean, 2024 is so like depleted. I think it's like decently even. That's going to do it for today. Here's the squad. Seems like people are trickling out of here. My fucking setup's falling apart. But we got Lamar Jackson, Antonio Gibson, RB2. I know it's ugly. It's going to be Pollard. It's going to be a mix of like Pollard, Singletary, James White, Gio Bernard, guys I can pick up off the bench as well. Here's the thing with any, like, so Hero RB is like a modified 0 RB approach. So RB2 is going to get ugly. Here's the thing. RB2 is going to be ugly for week 1. RB2 is going to be ugly for week 1. As you get to week 3, week 4, week 5, you're going to be able to pick up guys off waivers that show that they have a receiving game. They have they have some work in the receiving game. They do this, they do that. You're going to be able to fill that spot a few weeks. You just have to kind of eat that bullet early on. That's all it comes down to. D-Hop, Cooper, Kelsey, Godwin, Debo. The last flex spot's looking a little bit dusty because it's going to be some mix of Debo, Michael Gallup, Devontae Parker, one of these dusty running backs, hopefully not Sterling Shepard. So that would be like the one main concern, but that is just what happens when you play with a bunch of dogs like you guys. So that's going to do it for us today. I love you guys. Make sure before you guys leave, go down below, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. I never